there for uplift.
To uplift, to uplift.
Yeah. And to spread the culture. Worldwide.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Melbourne Motivation Radio Show on Irie Jam Radio. Now, this is where we celebrate Caribbean excellence and shine a spotlight on the next generation of leaders who are making our community proud. Now, today's guests represent exactly why investing in our young people matters. Joining us today is Jayden Williamson, a proud Jamaican-American from Prince George's County, Maryland, and one of the recipients of the prestigious JAMCCAR, Jamaican Civic and Cultural Association of Rockland Scholarship. And this is awarded to graduating seniors who exemplify academic excellence, leadership, community service, and pride in their Caribbean heritage. Now, this fall, Jayden begins an exciting new chapter at Morgan State University, where he'll study finance while continuing his passion for entrepreneurship and giving back to others in his community. So let me say welcome, Jayden, my friend. Congratulations and welcome to Melbourne Motivation. How are you feeling today?
Yes, sir. Feeling great. Happy to be on live, man.
Absolutely not. I'm very excited to talk to you. Now, I can think it takes me back to being a senior in high school. And so what I want to do, Jayden, to kick us off, I almost want to have a little bit of fun. I want to look back on your educational journey, but here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions, Jayden, and you have about 10 seconds to answer. I don't want you to think about it. You got it?
Got you. Let's do it. Yes, sir.
All right, here we go, Jayden. Now, after you graduated 8th grade, what was one word that described how you felt heading into high school?
I would have to say ready, because, you coming straight from middle school, going into high school, you think about, oh, Lord, it's a whole different environment. There's older people than you, and you just learning how to navigate. So ready would be the perfect word to describe it.
Ready. I like that. I like that. It lets me know you're ready for this conversation today, too. Now, let me ask you this. 4 years, it's over. It might have felt like it went by quick. Which year of high school was your favorite and why?
I would have to say my 10th grade year, probably. Yeah, 10th grade year, my sophomore year. And reason being, my 10th grade year was probably the most relaxing year out of all of them. Freshman year, you got a lot of work. Senior year, it's a lot of work. And then junior year, you got the work and the full day schedule.
Right. So sophomore year. All right. Yeah, I like that. I like that. What would you say was one of the biggest challenge that you had to overcome during high school?
I would have to say taking 6 AP classes, dual enrollment, while working 2 jobs.
I don't miss those AP classes. Just hearing AP, you got me thinking. Let me ask you this then. Looking back, what accomplishment are you most proud of?
I'd say, especially at this point in time, looking back, I would say graduating was the biggest accomplishment out of all. Graduating, that's the end of the road for high school, at least.
I like that. Well, let me ask you this one. Now that you're looking to head to Morgan State, what are you most excited about as you begin that next chapter?
I would say networking, most importantly, getting new connects, meeting new people, and meeting new people comes more opportunities. So the opportunity to just put myself out there and give people a better idea of who Jayden Williamson is.
I love that response. And you mentioned opportunities, you mentioned networking. One of the reasons you received the JAMCCAR Scholarship was a powerful essay that you wrote titled How My Culture Shaped Me. And you wrote about Jamaican food and music and faith and serving others. And so I want to talk a little bit about family. How have your parents and family members help strengthen your cultural identity? And just what are some of those values that they instilled with you that you're looking to carry to college and beyond?
Oh, Lord. So I would say me growing up, I've just always been around the food, the music, and just knowing how Jamaicans are, we're always going to put it out there. I'm Jamaican. This is my culture. So just that confidence that's already just been, given to me through my family. And then I would say I would carry it with me just by bringing that same confidence, that same, yeah.
Yeah, well, we had a great thought leader that said, with that confidence, you're twice defeated in the race of life. And so we definitely understand, that Jamaican confidence, I call it that Caribbean confidence, really, when you take a look at the broader diaspora. Now, let me ask you this, Jayden. It's a tremendous honor to receive this JAMCCAR JAMCCAR Scholarship, and you're one of the, I want to say, 6 students that received this for your hard work. What did it mean to you personally when you found out that you had been selected to
Mm.
be one of the 2026 scholarship recipients?
I would say that it means that my hard work was valued. It means that somebody else saw that my hard work meant something and they decided to reward me for it. So that really showed me that hard work, especially when you really mean what you do, you
Hmm.
know, then it just can't go unnoticed, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jayden, I'm
yeah,
actually moved by that response because I want to
sure.
say sometimes when we take a look at the broader education system, sometimes it's difficult to draw a straight line for students, between their hard work and what they can get out of it, right? And so
Sure.
organizations like this, and you being excited about receiving some accolades for your hard work, we need more of that, So let
Sure.
me ask you this, one of the things that I admire most about JAMCAR is that the organization doesn't just award scholarships. It actually works
Right.
to build community. Now, there's this annual scholarship gala that celebrates students like yourself while raising additional funds so even more young people can benefit in the future. Now,
Right.
you're going to be recognized alongside the other outstanding students. Talk to me. How much are you looking forward to the gala? And why would you encourage members of the Caribbean community to come and support this important event?
I'm telling you, the gala is one of the most like that's one of the events I look for. Especially in the essay, I talked about me being a part of the gala in previous years. So I've already seen how it went for previous scholars. So I would just advise anybody who's in the Rockland area, come out and support these other students that have won the scholarship with me. We would be very excited for, more people to come out and support and see how JAMCAR puts us out there, how JAMCAR supports us, you know?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about
Yeah.
JAMCAR's 36th annual scholarship gala. It's going to be happening at the Hilton Pearl River on July 31st, 2026. Jayden will be one of the students that's honored there. Jayden, let me ask you this quickly as we wrap up, right? There are students listening today who they might just be beginning their high school journey, or we're just wondering if all their hard work is worth it. Based on your journey, what advice would you give to another young person about achieving success academically while staying true to who they are and embracing their culture?
I would say just take a deep breath and slow down,
Mm.
especially when you're working so hard. There's a lot of things that can come and cloud your mind, and you may not know like where to go or what's next. So I would say slow down, and everything will fall in place. Your academics and just you finding yourself as a person.
Wow, I think Jayden, I think that's powerful.
Yes,
I want to say for students, for adults, I think some folks shook their head, right?
yes,
I
sir.
love it that we have to take time to slow down, and right now, just mental awareness and mental health is very important, Jayden, and so I really appreciate hearing you say that. Now, let me ask you this: as you begin, this exciting journey at Morgan State University, how can people continue to follow your journey and stay connected with everything that you're doing?
For sure. I am on LinkedIn. You can look me up on LinkedIn, Jayden Williamson. I will be posting more updates as I am just getting started, increasing my profile, getting more connections. So that is where I will be posting my work related content.
Absolutely right. Connect with
Right.
Jayden on LinkedIn, Jayden Williamson. Jayden, thank you so much.
Right.
I'm very excited that you took the time this morning to just showcase the amazing things that you're doing, and we look forward to continue to support your journey. And Jayden, what inspired me most about your story, isn't simply the scholarship; it's the foundation behind it. And I think you've shown that excellence and cultural pride can go hand in hand. And you're a wonderful example of what's possible when young people embrace both their education and their heritage. And so, congratulations once again on
So,
becoming 2026 JAMCCAR Scholarship recipient. All right.
thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. So we wish you tremendous success at Morgan State and look forward to continue to watch your journey unfold. And to our listeners, today's conversation is a reminder that our greatest investment is your education, your character, and your commitment to serving others. Let's continue supporting organizations like JAMCCAR that are investing in the next generation of Caribbean leaders. This is Melbourne Motivation Radio Show. I'm your host, Miguel Anthony Melbourne, reminding you that your roots give you strength and your education open doors, and your character will determine how far you can go. Stay motivated, stay inspired, and keep building your legacy. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Melbourne Motivation, and visit us at melbournemotivation.com. Sir Clear.
Thank you very much, Miguel, and congratulations, Jayden, to your endeavors, and best of wishes in what you do. Thank you very much, my friend. Before you go, once again, I understand that you're the master sermonist for that event. You didn't say that. You're not being truthful. You're being unethical.
Well,
come on, speak it.
You know what,
speak
Sir
it.
Claire?
Speak it.
I knew you. Hey, remember we've been doing this for a while. I knew you would bring that up, right? and so I couldn't be more excited. Be the master at sermon.
Indeed.
Relief and recovery for Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen. Hilton Pearl River, July 31st. 2026. I can guarantee it's going to be an amazing time. So please come on out and support organization and support more amazing young students like Jayden Williamson.
And it's a Melbourne motivation around the Caribbean to uplift and assistance. We dey do this from a distance, yeah. No party, we dey do this the hard way. We keep motivating, elevating to a higher level. And it's a Melbourne motivation around the Caribbean to uplift and assistance. We dey do this from a distance, yeah. No party, we dey do this the hard way.